Good evening, everyone. I'm Krishna here from Space Chennai. We are celebrating this Global Astronomy Month throughout this April. For the past few days, some important celestial event is happening in the sky. I give you a clue. It is a streak of light in the sky you can observe. Yeah, it is a meteor. It's not just a meteor, it is a meteor shower. Every year of the April, we have Lyrids Meteor shower. In this session, we are going to discuss about what is a meteor, what is a meteor shower, what are different meteor showers, how to observe this, all the information about this. Let us go to the session now. Let us have the introduction of meteor showers. You know what is a friction? An Earth has atmosphere. When any object from the outer space enters into the Earth's atmosphere, it burns up due to the friction and it appears as a streak of light in the sky. So it is called as a meteor. Here on the left hand side, you can see a piece of comet dust and a meteor on the right side. What is the difference between a meteor and a meteor shower? So when you see a streak of light in the sky at one point for a few seconds, it is a meteor. But what is meteor shower? A meteor shower is when a number of meteors appear to radiate from a one point in the sky at a particular date each year. So the meteor can be random. You can see at any time. It is not just follow any criteria that this time it has to come or something like that. Whereas meteor shower is nothing but you can see the meteors appear to be radiating from one single point each year at a particular date in the sky. And the radiant point is defined as the apparent focal point of the meteor shower. The radiant point is nothing but you can see the meteors at different intervals of time appears from a common point. On the right hand side, you can see the Orion constellation. You can see a yellow color mark here. So this point is called as the radiant point in which the meteors appear to be originating from that point. Now let us understand the difference between a meteor, meteoroid and meteorite. Okay, so as we discussed before, you know that meteor is a space debris. When it reaches the Earth, it burns up due to Earth's atmosphere, and you can see a streak of light. Whereas meteoroid is nothing but the debris of a comet which are still floating in the space. If the space debris is little big, when it reaches the Earth's atmosphere, it catches fire obviously, but due to its size, it manages to reach the surface of the Earth. So this is called as meteorite. You can see the meteorite sightings on different places on the Earth. So it appears as a rock. Now we'll understand what happens exactly during the meteor shower. We'll present you a video here for a better understanding of a meteor shower.
Who needs TV when there's a brilliant meteor shower happening right outside? Meteor showers are nature's nocturnal entertainment, and they've been around a lot longer than your favorite sitcom. But what are they exactly? We sometimes refer to them as shooting stars or falling stars, but that's a far cry from reality. In truth, when we see a meteor shower, we're witnessing the fiery demise of tiny, thousand-year-old comet fragments as they collide with our planet. Without comets, we wouldn't have most of the spectacular meteor showers that take place each year, like the stunning Perseids in August and the breathtaking Geminids in December. That's because comets are relatively small and therefore have a weak gravitational pull, so loose particles of dust and dirt on their surfaces only need a gentle push and they'll go tumbling off the comet and into space. That push comes from sunlight. As comets orbit the sun, the pressure from its light is enough to nudge these particles loose into the empty vacuum of outer space. Once liberated, the comet fragments trace out a tail of dust extending for millions of miles, and they can remain there for thousands of years. Sometimes Earth collides with these comet dust tails, and when that happens, bits of the tiny fragments get swept up by Earth's gravity. And just like Newton's apple, they begin to fall toward Earth, flying through our atmosphere at blazing speeds of over 100,000 miles an hour. But don't worry, most of these particles are no larger than a grain of sand, and so they burn up into nothing before they hit the ground. Now, each meteor shower will usually last over the course of a couple of weeks, but there's always a peak time to see them. That's when Earth is traveling through the densest part of the cloud, and when the most dust particles are hurling themselves through our atmosphere. During some of the best showers, we can see over 100 meteors an hour. So the next time there's a major meteor shower, turn off the TV, go outside, and look up. That's all it takes to witness cosmic beauty in action.
Okay, I hope now you understand the video. Why do meteors appear to diverge from a point in a meteor shower? Whereas meteor is nothing but randomly you can see, but when we say meteor shower, it appears to be diverging or coming from a single point. Why? If you notice, when it is raining, if you see through the window, the raindrops will be appearing straight. But when you go up and see the rain, by putting your head up in the sky, you can see the rain is coming from a single point, diverging. So it is nothing but a point called a vanishing point. When the object is coming from very infinite distance, it appears to come from a single point. I'll give you one more comparison here. You can see a railway track. So the two lines or rails are parallel to each other. But at the infinite distance, you see that the two rails appears to meet at one point. Okay, so obviously when you go to a beach also you can see this point. The sky and the beach sea appears to meet at one point. So here so the same thing happens. When the space debris come at a different point, due to it is at infinite very large distance, they appear that they are originating from a single point. So that point we called as a radiant point. Here is the table. You can see the major meteor showers. So we are having the present meteor shower, that is April 22, the Lyrids Meteor shower. Now let us understand what is a Lyrids meteor shower. Why the name Lyrids come? We consider totally 88 constellations in our sky. One such constellation which we consider here is Lyra constellation. So it is named after the constellation Lyra. So this can be observed between the April 16 to 25 every year. It tends to peak around April 22 or April 23 night, you can observe. It is one of the oldest recorded meteor shower seen over 2500 years ago. These fireballs in the meteor shower are created by the debris from the comet named Chapter. So this comet is a very rare comet. It takes about 415 years to orbit around the sun. So the comet is expected next to be visible to the Earth again in 2276. Now let us understand the radiant point of Lyrids for the meteor shower observation tonight. First of all, you need a sky map for this and a compass for finding the directions. Here you can see the Lyra constellation, and each constellation have one bright star. Here we have a star named Vega. Near that you have a Lyrid radiant point indicated by a plus sign. Okay, so from this point only you can see that meteors are approaching. And this Lyra constellation is near the Hercules constellation. This map shows you the night sky of April 22, that is tonight 10 p.m. Facing northeast direction. You can see the Lyra constellation and Hercules nearby. Now let us understand how do this meteor shower occur. So you know that comets are the icy bodies made up of water ice, frozen gases, dust, rocks, and some other minerals. These comets come from outer space into our solar system and revolve around the sun over a particular period of time. While doing so, they has to pass between the orbits of the different planets. So obviously it has to pass through the orbit of the Earth. The picture on the right hand side shows you the orbit of the comet Thatcher. It is actually passing through the orbit of the Earth. When the comet approaches near the sun, due to the heat of the sun, the comet sublimates. The debris of the comet are scattered in the space. When the Earth passes through this point, these meteoroids enters the Earth's atmosphere and appear as meteors. Now you understand how the meteor shower happens. How many meteors can you can see during this meteor shower? It is defined by the term called zenithal Hartley rate. Isotecher of a meteor shower is a measure of rate at which it produces the meteor. For example, it is actually nothing but the number of meteors seen in a particular time. For example, in 1 hour you can see 15 meteors or 18 meteors, sometimes even 100. So for this Lyrids meteor shower, in a clear sky or a dark side, you can see up to 18 meteors per hour. In the city sky, you can see less than that. Now, how to perform the meteor shower observation tonight? Today, 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. is the peak time of this peak time of the Lyrids meteor shower. How to perform the observation? You don't need any special equipments like telescopes or binoculars. All you need is a clear sky, and you can use your mobile phone compass to find the directions, and a sky map to find the Lyra constellation, and a comfortable chair or mat you can sit or lie down on the terrace for your comfortability. Once you have found the correct viewing spot, lie down on the ground and look up in the sky. You need some 10 to 15 minutes for your eyes to get adapted to the dark sky. Actually, you need to don't look at a particular point alone here. So because the meteors can approach in any direction in the sky, so try to monitor the entire sky throughout the night. As I said, the expected meteor rate is 18 meteors per hour, but in the city sky, you can see less than that only. If you see a meteor, just retrace it back to verify its radian point, whether it is a Lyrids meteor shower or near the Lyrids constellation. If it doesn't come under this constellation area, then it may be a sporadic meteor. Sporadic meteor means it doesn't come under this Lyrids meteor shower. It is just a random meteor. And this table is for your understanding in what direction and what height you can see the meteor showers depending upon the time. So azimuth is nothing but the direction based on the true north. You can use your mobile phone compass initially to orient yourself towards the north direction, that is 0. So starting point is 0 degree, and east will be towards your right hand side of the north, so it will be azimuth 90 degree, and other opposite to north it will be south 180 degree, and then west will be 270 degree, and again north will be 360 or 0 degree. So this is nothing but azimuth, the directions. Altitude means height in degrees over the ground. From the ground, how much height you have to look up in the sky. That is nothing but altitude. I hope now you are clear with what is a meteor, what is a meteor shower, and what are the different meteor showers. So today, everyone go to your terrace, enjoy the meteor shower tonight, and share your experiences with us. If you have any doubts regarding this session, you can contact us and we'll clear your doubts. Thank you.